Poor Ember. No lane to go to, no real jungle camps to take.
Puny Radiant hides behind
I'm surprised they just didn't end up opting with Sandazzle mid instead of Ember. And then just do like a dual lane situation. Yeah. Or let Weaver
feels
go
like
in the
a bad
offlane.
Case of people just being too stuck to their lanes, which you never see any of the top tier teams doing, and they will always be able to switch it up. They will always be able to switch their core and their cores up to whatever lane they need to go to, and that's just something which needs to be done. Forwards, yeah, looking for Fly Solo here. They get the slow out, and with the raise damage, they actually back themselves off, leaving him on about 10 HP. Another stun comes into Dendi here. A couple more right clicks will be needed. Dendi just turns around for the quick raise. Another quick raise. You let him real low on RR right now. Gets healed up from the high ground from Stan Age. Tiger's still looking for this one. They've got the stun in 2 seconds, but the spend is too fast. He's also got Illusion Rune as well. However, he doesn't do a good job of microing it. And now the rock comes flying through. They've got the stun out. They've got the anti-armor. They get the kill. Down goes RR.
Troll activated Battle Trance or something, and I don't know what he was attacking. It may have been Wyvern, because Wyvern is sitting in base all of a sudden, so I guess that's why Wyvern wasn't able to show up, because she is level 6, she has Winter's Curse, and did not really join into any of that. Although the mid Ember Spirit did survive. Important thing. And that smoke may have been spotted by a
absolutely. He's pinging it out like crazy. 1437. He's letting them all know. Rolling in the mid lane, they want to go for the Dazzle whilst this is going on. Does manage to get the grave off. There's another TP coming in. Fly Solo's here as well, but they should be able to finish this Dazzle. A couple more right clicks will be required. He heals himself up, and Raven just smacking into the Dazzle. Damage getting so low, and there's the curse as well, but the stun comes in from 1437 to finish off the Dizzler. And now their Spirit in a bit of trouble here as he's dropping low on HP. The chains, the Flame Guard, it melts him away. The swap out from 1437, but it's straight into the waiting mandibles of Weaver as he surges forward to try and get the kill, and Dendi will be taken down under his own tower. Now coming up onto the higher ground, they're looking towards 1437 as well, and he's not going to be able to get themselves away. Detonator find 3 kills in the middle lane, and that is going to give them a lot more space to breathe in this game. Killing this Shadow Fiend is the absolute key part of this entire kind of 10 to 15 minutes marks. They need to get these kills, and they're doing it.
Yeah, and at the same time they're preserving their towers, so it's not like Troll is being able to just mow down a single lane while the Shadow Fiend's getting hassled. They're doing a pretty good job of defending everything. All the tier 1s are, you know, at like a third half HP, but it's still objectives that Tigers have yet to claim, which is a marked difference from their game 1 with the Shadow Fiend, in which they were just plowing down the map. Weren't they going high ground at like 18 minutes in that game 1? Room, so close.
Ooh, he grabs it. He might be going downhill. Actually, no, with Dendi coming in, he's going to scare back the side of Detonator for the time being.
I did not realize how much Venge's right click looks just like a Rod of Atos projectile.
Well, that's terrifying.
I saw it flying toward the Ember Spirit and I was like, holy shit, he has a rod already.
That's definitely a buff to Venge then.
Ultimately, I don't know when Tigers are going to want to start grouping up, but I do think that they have to start grouping up sooner than Detonator. But I guess the Wyvern makes it a little bit more intimidating. Especially when you have such, like, heavy targets to take advantage of a Winter's Curse. Both the Shadow Fiend and the Troll, if they manage...
Swap in the middle lane. Fly Solo, held back into the raids as he goes, and this time they will finish the job. Last time they let him live when they tried this combo, but this time around they do manage to kill the Winter Wyvern.
Dyer's middle tower is not what it used
to be. They're trying to steal some camps here, but well, stun comes in from the Sven. Manages to take 2 of those creeps.
Radiant's top
Belu's just getting bullied wherever he goes. He has managed to find himself a drum though, so that's fairly good. These drums
1 second.
Easy. Yeah, he's sitting. They get the swap out, but immediately into the Ember Spirit. He needs to swap down and stop swapping down this river. 1437 as well. It will go down, but Weaver in some trouble. The raise won't finish him off though. It gets damn close, but he will be able to get himself out.
I don't have mana for a time lapse. I'm just gonna have to go back to base.
Meanwhile, Troll just, taking up in this top lane. Yeah, getting ready on this tower here. Kind of surprised he's going to ulting for it, but no one's TPing in, so I guess he doesn't need to.
Dyer's top tower has fallen.
Well, Sam H comes into contact with Raven down here. A couple of stones being thrown, even the magnetize being thrown out here. Raven is getting busy on this guy. Sam H is dropping money, might have to throw this grave out. Will do so as the stun comes in to try and stop him. And Spirit getting things turned around him, especially with Ben Harrow as well. Raven's going to die, and Sam H able to escape on the sidelines. Oh no, and Terra doesn't quite do enough. And now the lasso comes out. They've got the Ember Spirit straight into the arms of Dendi. Nice little combo there to get the triple raise combo down. Now RR turns around with the stun, does manage to get the troll and revenge. So yeah, Weaver coming in the back lines, just causing him some damage and taking the courier as well. Sam H backs himself away. Weaver's still hanging out behind, but there's no real pickups to be had after this fight, so he's just going to be wasting his time hanging out back here as he goes back to farm some creeps. And Fly Solo takes the time to go and get some wards down.
He's getting the time to take wards down, but that also verifies that he's not defending this tier 1, so Troll Warlord will ult for this because he knows no threat of a Winter's Curse because he also didn't have a TP, although he did spend Battle Trance now. And he's getting like 3 heroes.
Yeah.
So perhaps it will be in his hand.
A little bit. He's going to go down, but, well, bounties got him. Worth? Probably not. Especially as they're able to grab one on top as well. Roll forwards. This Raven's being so aggressive on this Earth Spirit, actually. This
yeah, I think the jury's still out on how good he is on this. This whole 4-position Raven thing, by the way, I'm assuming you talked about it in Game 1. Did you?
Not really, no.
Well, it's very weird. I don't know why one of the best carries, in my opinion, in Southeast Asia is playing 4-position. But he's not doing a bad job. His Nature's Prophet in Game 1, I mean, in Game 2 was fine. He played a Leshrac in Game 1. It wasn't really, like, you know, you could have picked any hero in Game 1 and it would have been fine. And his Earth Spirit, you know, it's doing fine. I have no issues with it. But why is he playing 4? It's so weird.
Silence it's very strange, but in they go, just annihilate this Weaver as quickly as possible there, and Raven gets it. What a player! Big tick for him.
2019.
Yeah, gets the invis.
Crit who? Never heard of him.
Heard he's some Raven wannabe. Into the pit they go with that anti-armor from the Shadow Fiend, able to rip through it fairly quickly, coming up with the Venge's Wave of Terror as well. Ward placed on the high ground just to make sure they can see anybody rotating in, and doesn't look like down there have any clue about this one. And this has been a kind of okay. They're smoking over to it, but very slowly. It's Ben Hur going in. No, he doesn't realize he's going for the venge in the river, and Roshan gonna fall to 4-5-8. They get that kill. Winter's Curse gonna be used to cancel out the lasso. And well, Ember Mayo is able to get himself to the high ground, but they've lost Roshan, and Velo is looking for Winter Wyvern here. Although with Tenga coming in from the backlines as well, he's gonna be able to dish out a ton of damage onto Velo here. The ultimate being cocked up from Dendi, but they already get the kill onto Velo. That was quick. No, we'll be running forwards.
They only have 1 remnant, and they still have to fight into an Aegis Troll.
Time that's forced out from the Weaver as well. Down about a knife chains onto the 2 cores here. Done. Throw down as well. And now they roll forwards into the Weaver here. And Nice Grave going to come out, and Cold Embrace going to save the day. But I'm not sure you want to use these 2 spells together. But he just stays there until the Grave runs out and then dies. And Ben Hur in trouble as well. They're going to get another one. Tigers are doing it as they run forward. 3-man stun. Is going to be enough to save the Wyvern? It is not. He's going to go down as well. And they're even looking for more. They're chasing forwards onto RR. They want the spend. They want everybody. He's going to go for the TP out, but they get the swap to cancel it up into the arms of Dendi, and they'll be able to get this kill as well. It is 4 heroes down on the side of Detonator, and Tigers find their momentum and then some. They take an Aegis, and they take every single hero on the side of Detonator, except maybe they get everybody. Velo's trying to make it everybody, but I don't think he can.
Nah, Lasso's down. We'll be able to do a little bit of damage, but Sam H has to go back to base anyway, which means that this top tier 2 may also be under siege, but Winter's Curse is available, so I don't think Tigers should overplay their hand. They got a lot done with that post-Aegis fight. I mean, they still have the Aegis post-Roche fight.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, one of these days there's going to be a curse, and it'll probably be amazing.
There was a curse. It went down onto the Batrider, right, who was trying to lasso someone away.
A curse including either the Shadow Fiend or the Troll.
Gotcha.
I think that's the instrumental part of it. Or it can be in response to a lasso. If someone gets lassoed and then you immediately curse, that's also fine. But so far, things have not really shown up on the side of a team fight with Detonator.
Radiant structures
well, things coming out in the middle lane here. I'm not too sure where. The Tigers make their way up to top lane. Another haste rune on Dendi. The 3rd one so far in this game that I've seen.
And he's about to hit level 15 as well. So with Reeves,
one level away,
and a very easy way to get out, and thankfully the Shadow King and Troll are standing away from each other. So it's a real curse threat. Go. I think at least let Troll get his BKB until he start going really hard in the paint. The Greaves itself on Shadow Fiend is not enough. But the remainder of Tigers will 4-man smoke, and Weaver will pop it on the Earth Spirit.
So, with his Ember, last game he played it, if you remember, he didn't actually manage to get his Maelstrom up. It was a very sad game. This game, he has been given the space to at least get that, and he's not quite so far down the net worth, but whether he's actually going to be able to do anything for the next fight remains to be seen. Meanwhile, Tigers just trying to assert themselves over this map as much as possible.
If they do hit and run, like the most important thing about this Maelstrom being completed is that their high ground defense is far better. These days, Embers are going for the maxed out Sleight of Fist, and so having that on a 6-second cooldown with the damage that it does and the Maelstrom damage means that it's a lot easier to hold high ground as an Ember Spirit. But in terms of team fight, it's still going to be a little bit longer until his contribution is still relevant. Especially since Ben-Hur's not going for like big triple Remnant plays. He's primarily using Remnant defensively, and so his damage output is heavily reduced as a result.
Bottom tower going down. They haven't quite got the level 15 on Dendi yet, but they don't even seem to need it as they tear through that bottom tower. And not really showing any signs of slowing down right now.
We got 50 seconds left in this Aegis. I don't know how desperate they are to push it. It looks like they're content.
Yep. Not wanting to force the issue too much, you know, it's a good way to throw a game is trying to do too much with an Aegis. Although, well, they're not going to get himself away quite easily.
I wonder if anyone's going to get a Yules for him. It's like Bad Rider and Earth Spirit are both getting Blink Daggers, and Shadow Fiend is going for a BKB, so probably not. And Sven finishes up a Blink Dagger of his own.
Yeah, that's some good initiation for Detonator, something they were missing pretty sorely before. The ability to get in and actually take a fight with a Blink and a Stun. And that is going to be coming out from the Sven. Gotta remember that this Winter's Curse always works better if it's just a kind of responsive spell rather than an initiation spell. It's very difficult to get off. As they roll in, they're gonna connect onto the Wyvern as well. Raven manages it with the silence up as well. It's gonna start the fight off. No, the actual Grave comes out. He might be able to get himself off a curse in this fight. After all, they're staying away from each other. They're keeping their distance, and he's gonna go down to the fire. Cold Embrace himself for some reason. And now the BKB on the Troll will run out, but I'm not sure Weaver can fight this one. Does manage to dodge out. Just out of range there of that initial sentry from 1437, and that means that the magic missile gets dispelled. Close though. Close.
I didn't catch how they saw the Wyvern, but great roll by Raven. That makes this high ground siege a little bit easier, although with Wyvern's so low level, she's going to be attacking just now. And they don't have the Aegis anymore. It timed out a minute ago. So I still think that they... Oh, wait. Oh, they do have the BKB on Troll. But it's on cooldown now. Okay, so...
Yeah, he used it in the last fight. I forget, if you use the curse on a non-spell immune target, will a spell immune target...
You can only control the spell immune person if they're the primary target. A spell immune person will not get taunted into attacking someone.
Okay, gotcha. Easy. Yeah, I'm actually super surprised that the Wyvern decided to go for the Cold Embrace rather than go for the...
I mean, I guess a YOLO
just curse up the Troll.
Wouldn't have probably done anything. But it's only an 80-second cooldown. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and just controlling up the Troll and his BKB for that fight would have been something at least. But instead, they just allow Tigers to run all over them. And now, well, they've got to defend their high ground somehow. Venge throwing in the Wave of Terror. Just, scouting out, and this is proving how strong they are. You know, when the Venge is able to stand here while the closest member of our team is over here, kind of says a lot.
And they should know that Sven has a Blink Dagger at this point, because he's shown himself so... If Venge still isn't afraid after seeing a Blink Dagger Sven, then that definitely speaks to how proud they are right now. Tigers do find the Venge, though.
Okay. Swap. Nope, not going to use it. But the lasso on the backlines, they managed to drag the Wyvern down onto the low ground out of this fight as 4-8 just takes down the Ember Spirit, chunking away, and he gets the root off as well, just goes into the range well, and finishes off Ben Hurt. Meanwhile, Flysolo taken care of as well. The roll forward onto Dazzle. He's in trouble. Dazzle's going down. Now looking towards RR as well. Ben trying to make his way out of this fight, but there's not going to be any escape from him. The roll forward once again gets it, and Dendi, he wasn't even bothered. He wasn't even joining in the fight. He's just here farming creeps, going, yeah, good job, guys. Well done. I'm just going to go ahead and push in the wave up onto the high ground, heal you all up, mana you all up, and we can get to work.
Presence all these towers up. Level 16 is acquired after the glyph times out. Tower gets completely shredded. And now it's Ember versus the world. Although there is a winner's curse. There's always been a winner's curse.
There was, yeah, that's been consistent throughout this game. But see, this is the high IQ play though. Tigers, they only send one of their cores to the fight. You know, Denny's just doesn't turn up.
That's all you need to do.
Good luck, Winter's Curse. I mean, if I'm not there.
So is able to successfully escape. So now I imagine take the shrines, seize map control, and then get ready for the next rush, which will respawn in 1 minute.
What have we here?
So I have a theory.
Let's hear it.
You know how people like casters never really say the names of their spirit spells because, you know, Rolling Boulder, Geomagnetic Grip, I think Magnetize, and sometimes Boulder Smash are the only spells which ever get said. Like, we always just say he's rolling in, you know, you never say he casts Rolling Boulder to close the gap.
Yeah.
I think it's just because like all casters are really bad at Dota, and we never played high skill heroes like this, so we don't actually know the spells. And it's just a bit cover up
spells. That's the root
I do.
Okay.
I've got a friend that plays Oracle like a lot. And when he's screaming, "I'm gonna Purifying Flames you!" I'm like, what in the middle of a team fight? Like, I don't know what that is yet, but eventually you find out.
You may be onto something. I know that's what a lot of people were calling out on Oracle for the longest time. At least Earth Spirits are like, they're indicative of what they are. Like he's rolling, smashing, you know, he's actually like, you know, shoulder bumping the rock, and then grip, he sticks his hand out, you know, and grip implies like something's coming towards you. So they're all somewhat intuitive, whereas Oracle is like Fortune's End. What does Fortune's End mean? Does Fortune's End mean you're not going to die, or does Fortune's End
mean getting ganked deep here? 3 heroes coming in hard onto the Elspeth. Oh my god, that heal bomb did a lot of DMGs. Goodness me, how much was that? Nice, 844 damage done by the Dazzle with 1 Shadow Wave.
Hey, I see a Poison Touch icon there also.
Yeah, sure.
Don't discount that contribution.
Apology.
Well, Raven's dead, but the rest of the team is taking the top shrine in the meanwhile, so they're getting ready for Roche, which is available now, and Detonator cannot take it at all. All they can do is hope to challenge it with this fabled curse, but that's really it.
Mythical curse. I mean, to be fair, we flamed the guy for holding on to the black hole for too long, and then he went and won the game with it, so...
No,
you know, maybe
we were flaming
Flysolo
RR for it, and RR has been doing fine in my book. And we'll scout out that Roche is indeed up and gets an interesting position. Oh no, she went to the low ground.
Oh, got pooped out. That's very awkward. Luckily, no one saw him. That would have been very funny. I almost wish he did get caught.
I don't know if you saw the axes from Troll fly out of the backside of the pit.
Well, they've got the ward down so they can see Spirit positioned well here. They can come on, Flysolo. Let's see it.
No one's challenging.
Sometimes you play for the game, and sometimes you play for the front page of Reddit. He's waiting for it. He's waiting for it. They've seen him though. They catch him out. They've got him down. They don't. Oh no.
The important thing is he made space, because the rest of his team is pushing bot. Weaver does have a Desolate.
Oh, Batrider. Oh my god.
See that one coming.
Yeah. Maybe not anticipating this many heroes to be hanging around down here as let's get picked off.
Dendi wants to come off.
They're rotating in. He's ready to punch, and RR will throw down the stun, but with all these heroes getting surrounded, he's going to be the sacrificial lamb, and yeah, Dendi tears him a new one as Raven rolling up to the high ground here. Plenty walks past the ancient camp.
Velo does see this Weaver, but Weaver has a BKB
no one near enough for him anyways.
Although they did get a bad
Wyvern.
buyback out of this.
Dude, this guy's just like, you know how the Enigma spent like 8 minutes not using black hole to land that huge black hole at the end?
Yeah.
Think what 29 minutes of no Winter's Curse are going to lead to.
That's how it works, right? The spell gets a bigger AoE.
Yeah, he's charging it up.
Use it. That would actually be an interesting mechanic.
True.
In Street Fighter,
Heaven or hell. Dyer's top
wait,
tower is in
okay, so in Street Fighter, there's this character Balrog, right? The boxer. He has a mechanic where if you have to press one of his punch buttons, and the longer you hold it, the more powerful it will be. But the flip side is you can't use it the entire time, because like normally you use the punch button to use the punch. And so there's a cheese tactic where you basically hold that button down from the first second of the game, and then it's a one-hit KO. If you're able to pull it off,
You survive
after like
long enough.
40 seconds. Yeah, you survive long enough without using that button, and it's hilarious every single time.
Okay, trying to go through back door here on the side of Tigers. He's got no creeps in right now. Unfortunately, did change targets. That's not going to happen. And in comes Velo to get the Wyvern once again. Another day, another Winter's Curse. Not going to be seen. We'll buy back
They
into
still
this
can't
one.
push with it. The creeps are miles away. The Wyvern does buy back.
Oh dear. I like the way chat's telling us not to bully Fly right now as 5 minutes on and we're still going pretty hard on the dude. Boy, you're going to be mad.
I mean, we're 5 minutes in the future and they still haven't used it yet.
True.
Again, like, it's not entirely his fault. It is a difficult game, much as how it was a difficult game for Dendi in Game 2. But at the same time, there is such a thing as being too conservative with it, and some earlier fights may have been a little bit simpler if you aren't hoping to go for, like, big plays. It's because, you know, this Ember Spirit's getting bigger and bigger. If you're able to buy more time for him to get positioning for a triple remnant, or zone out the rest of the team with these slight Maelstrom procs, like, they're holding high ground pretty successfully, even without the curse.
They are. But,
This is what I was talking about. The Maelstrom procs to the Sleight of Fist are really good. The question is...
yeah, the range racks will go down, but that's about it right now. They need to find a way to take care of these siege creeps.
Red Spirit's still... oh, they gave the cheese to Troll. Okay, so... he's back up to full.
Some delicious fondue, ready to roll. Sun's been thrown out. Also, the Roman racks are gone. Where's the curse? No, he gets lassoed again. Bello on the case. They do manage to get the cup. Can he use the curse? He's silenced. He's silenced. Oh no, they try to heal him, but it's just not going to happen. Fly solo, having a miserable old time here as Raven rolling forward, looking for the kills here. Trying to connect onto RR here, but RR runs away. As Huangba coming in. He's got a lot of damage. He's got a Desolator. He's got him down. He's got a BKB to work with should he want it.
Ember Spirit
But meanwhile, on the backside of the fight, Ben-Hur forced back to base by 458. Tigers just asserting themselves up on this high ground right now and forcing Denton. I mean, they can't fight into this right now. 34 seconds until the Wyvern's back up. That was a dieback from him as well.
And Raven has had so many...
Into the middle of it all. He's got that BKB. He's going to throw it out and try and hunt down the Ember Spirit, but he's just not able to close the gap, so he turns around, tries to look for another target instead, but he can't find anybody. He's losing health himself to 458 as that ultimate from the Shadow Fiend comes out and going to force back the Weaver as RR held still. He is going to get graved up. Going to go full TP back to base. He's going to get the root. Yes, he is, and he's gone. Buyback from the spend. Ben-Hur on the sidelines just trying to throw in the damage, but the Sleight of Fist just seeming doing nothing of the roll forward, throwing him back, but he does manage to get up onto the high ground. Heal up comes up from Sam H as well, and now the stun comes down. The return is in. A Raven is stunned up and brought down by the God's Strength. Are they going to go for more here? They are, but unfortunately there's nobody to catch. The Tigers have backed themselves up. Weaver still chasing though. Huangba looking, but he's got no slow to speak of. All he's got is chase. Is that going to be enough versus Dendi? Fellow's coming out. He's got lasso again? It's off cooldown? Yeah, but it's not the Wyvern, so he doesn't want to use on this guy. No. They're going to fight around this shrine as well. Huangba needs to be so careful. He's got the lasso. He's just going to come in and, well, Shadow Fiend, he's popping low here. And with Ben-Hur on top of him here, Dendi's staying alive. He's got the green to keep himself up, but finally the Sleight of Fist will do the job. And somehow Huangba makes his way out of this one as well. But one chased again by Bello, just chasing him down. The BKB being used. That's off cooldown as well. Trying to make his way out. He's got the security to make his way out of this one. As Fly Solo, they see him. And they all just lock in on Fly Solo, of course, because...
Curse is on cooldown.
Uh-oh. Well, you can't say he hasn't used it now. Savage going for the TP out. The roll's gonna cancel it. Raven on the floor, making the plays as a Dazzle. He doesn't even get the grave off because Raven says no. And again, Detonator finding nothing. I can't believe. Well, Dendi did die in the end, but yeah, he bought back.
It is a little bit of a penalty.
That's not where I was going with that. I can't believe. I was gonna say I can't believe
it's not butter.
It's not butter. Oh yeah, great product. Anyway, 4-5-8 onto the high ground. 4 heroes here to defend, but no Winter's Curse. What was that?
I don't know if they didn't manage to get that flame break. I don't know if the rolling boulder would actually connect it in time to cancel that TP of Dazzle. So. That may have been... Oh.
Key answer.
Well played.
Just styling right now. Styling. It's the final barracks here. And Tiger's position very likely to be able to take this one. BKB used the ultimate as well. The final barracks are gone. They're fighting into Megan. Dendi helps it on the backlines as well to get the last 2 out onto Ben-Hur and take him down. Vega fighting up into Dendi right now, but it's looking hopeless. He's got the time lapse to work with, but it's just going to bring him back into the team. Actually, they've all run past him, so he'll be able to get us on. Oh, nope, swap, come back. Stun out as well, but a beautiful stun comes in from the Sven with the Cupcake as well, but unfortunately he doesn't encourage. He's not doing any damage. And when kept alive by the Dazzle, but will die by back. Dendi dropping low here, but the swap onto the low ground going to keep him alive a little bit longer, and they can't find him with Ben-Hur either. The Ember Spirit unable to find this kill. I feel like they're just fighting for their dignity right now, but Sven rolls into and blown up, wanting to kill on Dendi so badly, but could not get it. And not to mention Ben-Hur, held still here in the backlines as well, gets rooted up by 458. He tears them apart, and GG is called. Tigers have done it. They've secured their place in the closed qualifiers, beating out Detonator in the opens of this final game, and pretty decent series, I would say.
Absolutely. Both games very action-packed, for sure, and that's what we love Southeast Asian